What's good, everyone? It's UturnCrobat here, and I'm U-turning into use for something a bit different. Now, I don't know if I'm going to be making this into a complete series, but I wanted to get in front of the camera and just talk about my experiences on YouTube. Now, this video that you're going to be watching right now is going to be called, Things or What I Learned on YouTube Competitive Battling. And so that's what I wanted to discuss in this video. I may bring this series back with a different topic, but for today I wanted to talk about competitive battling because so if you have known me for years, then you know that I've been in numerous Pokemon competitive battling leagues, and you know what kind of battler that I am. So way back in the day when I first started my YouTube, I'm not gonna really call it YouTube career, but when I first started my YouTube channel, I was part of a league called the PBL, the Primal Battle League. I'm almost certain it was called the Primal Battle League. I don't think it was called the Pokemon Battle League. I think it was called the Primal Battle League. And prior to that, I had battled. I knew what leagues were. I knew of the GBA. I watched a few GBA battles. I watched Shady Penguin for I don't know how long, and I knew that I knew what I was getting myself into. I knew what competitive battling was all about because I had been in some Pokemon competitive battles. So I wanted to try my luck at a league, my very first league. I didn't know what I was doing. I went in there thinking I was gonna at least do decent. So it was pretty bad, guys. It's pretty bad because I drafted my Pokemon, so I had a whole roster of Pokemon, but the problem was that around that time, I don't think there was a way to gen Pokemon, and so with that being said, obviously my only way of getting Pokemon was to breed, and I was then, and I am now, a lazy fuck. So I didn't want to breed because I didn't really know the fastest way to breed and get all the perfect IVs and just all that hubbub. So I just chose the Pokemon that were in my box because I did have a good amount of Pokemon that either that I bred or that I got in trades or that I just stumbled upon. I don't know. But I just, for my roster, I just chose Pokemon that I already had, so I didn't have to go to the trouble of breeding any new ones. And so, I just, that right there tells you that I was not prepared for any Pokemon League, or anything. So it was pretty embarrassing. It really was. I mean, I remember I had a Jirachi, so that's pretty good. And it was fun. It was fun, to say the least. I learned a lot, and I just got destroyed. I don't know how many battles I won. I don't know how many battles I lost. But I do know in one particular battle, I did get mollywopped. And I'm going to be linking that battle in the description. So make sure you guys go watch that. It will be a hell of a time. Now, nowadays, I can go back and I can laugh at that. But I got destroyed by a bulk up Talonflame. And I was still fairly new to competitive battling. I didn't really know exactly what I was doing. I had, like I mentioned before, I had been in some Pokemon leagues, but I didn't really know what I was doing, if that makes sense. I was still fairly new, and so I didn't really know what to do against a bulk up Talonflame, because I believe actually a lot of my roster were physical attackers, and so I didn't have proper moves on my Pokemon, so I wasn't able to T-Wave the Talonflame, or poison it, or just anything, you know, Ice Punch, what, I don't know, just anything. I didn't have anything to hit Bird. So, because like I mentioned, I just chose the Pokemon that were in my box already, so I didn't have coverage. I didn't have coverage to hit the Talonflame. I didn't have coverage to hit anything else on my opponent's team. All I had were the moves that the Pokemon had when I grabbed them in my box. So, that was pretty bad. If you can imagine that battle right now, you can picture this Talonflame just setting up all over me and me not being able to do anything to it, not being able to touch it. And that was pretty, it was horrible. It was horrible to say the least. Nowadays though, I am a lot better. I am wearing my new London Zoroark's t-shirt. If you kept up with the NPCC Season 2, you know that it was a slobber knocker. You know that we as the new London Zoroarks were able to, I had a proper word for this. I forget the word I was going to use, but we actually, we destroyed, we did destroy, hashtag spoilers, we lost, but we went in there, we destroyed, it was a slobber knocker, it was fun. So, I mean, nowadays, I know what I'm doing, but back then, when I first started competitive battling, I was like, oh, you know what, I know what I'm doing for the most part, I'm just gonna join a league. I'm gonna join a league and see what happens. Bad idea. Bad idea. Don't ever do that. If you're starting your channel, I have an itch, I don't know. When you're starting your channel, make sure you're a great competitive battler, because if you think that you are a great battler, and if you decide to join a league and you get destroyed by a bulk up Talonflame, then you know you're not good. And if you think that you are a good battler, but yet you are grabbing Pokemon from your box who won't have coverage at all, then you probably should take a step back and think about if you joining the league is a good idea or not, because I didn't do that and I got destroyed. I highly suggest all of you just to go and check that battle out. It was really embarrassing, but at the same time, it really was a good experience, because I just know that I learned a lot from that league. I learned a lot from competitive battling, and it's kind of funny. It's kind of funny because you're going to see a ton of people trash talk me in the comments of that video, so go check it out. Description, go check it out. And I did learn a lot from what they said. I know now that I need to have coverage. I don't know what I have a penny. I know now that I need to have coverage. I know now that I need to be better prepared. I know now that I need to actually either breed or gen, probably gen, my Pokemon, so it does have coverage, so it does have the right amount of attack and the right amount of speed and the right amount of HP or whatever I need it to be. I will know that I have that. So just being in the PBL was a good experience, even though I got destroyed, because at that time I was trash, I was hot garbage. It was pretty horrible, but I learned a lot. So that's all you really need to do from battling, is just make sure you learn from your mistakes. Make sure you learn from your mistakes, because that's exactly what I did. I definitely learned from all of my mistakes that I made in PBL. And like I mentioned earlier, I'm actually kind of curious. I wonder how many battles that I actually won. I wonder how many battles I actually lost. Probably a lot. I probably lost a lot. But I think I'm going to end it right here. I'm definitely going to be ending it right here, because I wanted to just talk about the PBL. I wanted to talk about my experience and how trash I was, and how I learned from that, and how I have just learned as a YouTuber. So if you guys enjoyed this little small video, then please make sure you leave a like, because I want to bring this series back. What I learned on YouTube, something. So if you guys want to see me talk about anything that I have learned on YouTube, then make sure you let me know down in the comments, or make sure you let me know on Twitter. My Twitter link is always in my description, so make sure you go holler at me. I'm gonna get the hell out of here, but I hope all of you have a great day, and I'll catch all of you all on the flip side. Bye, guys. Oof.